Bel Air Elementary has the unique designation of being the first school in the Deer Valley School District to adopt core knowledge kindergarten through 6th grade, which means that we will have a cohesive curriculum, cohesive instruction at all grade levels in all classrooms with all teachers. Being a core knowledge school, kindergarten through 6th grade, there are very few public schools in the state that currently have that designation. So it's very exciting for us. Our staff is very excited. We have got such wonderful lessons and units planned. Our teachers are going to be going through very intensive training. They are really going to be focusing on what's best for kids and the core knowledge.
What teachers will be doing over the summer is planning their core knowledge units. They take their content, such as Native Americans, and then we go into each subject area. Reading, the students will read fiction and nonfiction stories, maybe an introduction with an ABC book like the Native American one. We'll take art and weave in art, such as weaving, talking about symmetrical designs, which leads us over to math. So at the same time they're studying the weaving and how to make their design symmetrical, in our math classes we'll be talking about symmetry and geometry and shapes. We'll work with our PE department, and they can expand this and learn some of the cultural dances that Native Americans do, which brings us back to the geography, especially in Arizona, studying the different regions and climate in Arizona. And students found and located the Navajo Nations on the map. And then we could either end or begin our core knowledge unit with a visit to the Heard Museum as a way to build background knowledge. Here's an example of a student who went out on his own after doing a core knowledge unit and investigated more about his world, and he tied it back to the best teachers on earth, and he kept a diary of his learning, and you can see how engaging it was for them. So it really gives an opportunity for students to continue learning on their own and build lifelong learners.
The core knowledge sequence is based upon the belief that what children learn depends on what they already know. Students in core knowledge will learn the fundamentals of science, the basic principles of government, events in history, essential concepts in math, widely known masterpieces of art and music from around the world, as well as stories and poems that are passed down from generations. The core knowledge sequence will provide Greenbrier students the opportunity to learn content grade by grade so that knowledge, language, and skills build cumulatively year by year.
We will all be using core knowledge, and part of core knowledge is that it's solid, it's shared, it's sequenced, and it's specific. It's different from other curriculums because it builds upon student knowledge, and extensive research and learning theories proven that students learn based upon their prior knowledge, and they get excited about learning based on what they already know. The core knowledge is sequenced through the grade levels. So, for example, in science, students are introduced to the atom in 1st grade, and then it's built upon in 2nd through 4th grades, and then in 5th grade, the students learn how and why atomic properties are organized in the periodic table. So it's very sequential. So if any of our students actually moved in between the schools, Greenbrier, Bel Air, and New River, they would actually be at the same point in the same year and have that prior knowledge from our schools.